Welcome to Stay Spicy, where we're definitely not copying hot ones. Today we got no other than Christian Mata from Matafied Gaming. We're in his studio today, and we're going to see if he can make it through the gauntlet. So how are you with hot sauces?
Man, I love spicy food, but it sucks because I start getting boogers and everything, so it's kind of nasty. But it runs in the family, but we'll see. We'll see if this is your typical Mexican hot sauce.
Yeah, they got a lot of Chipotle flavors and Mexican flavors, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
All right. So our first sauce, we got the classic hot sauce with the garlic twist. Go ahead and try it out.
All right, dude. I actually love garlic, so we'll see.
Yeah, not bad. So, looking at your YouTube channel, it looks like you love gaming, specifically things like Nintendo, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. So how did you get into gaming and why that genre of games?
Oh man, that's a good question. Man, I've been gaming since I was a little kid, since I can remember. My fondest memory has to be of my mom's brother, so my uncle. He introduced me to the original NES, and we were playing Super Mario Brothers. That's what it's called? Man, there's so many of them. And I just remember playing that, and obviously I couldn't get past the first level, but with time I did, and he'd show me all the glitches and stuff like that, and especially the Infinity Life glitch. I don't know if you know anything about that, but that's kind of like where it started. So I've been a Nintendo fanboy my whole life. I mean, even when we were doing things with Crisscross Media, we did a bunch of Nintendo things. So to this day, I mean, there's actually a little Mario on the other side of this camera. You can't see it, but Nintendo runs deep.
Cool. Yeah, I remember I played the Game Boy Color. I think it was called Mario World Deluxe.
Yeah, I had that one too.
That was one of my favorite games, so I could kind of understand. So as far as Yu-Gi-Oh, did you ever play the actual card game, or how did you get into that type of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it actually started with Pokemon. So I would go to Toys R Us, and they had tournaments. So I became a gym leader, and I would hand out badges and things like that. And then Yu-Gi-Oh rolled around. So it was a new card game at the time, and I was already playing competitive Pokemon, and it just caught fire. And as a kid, I grew up being a hustler, so when I found out that I could make money, pulling packs, getting cards, and selling them for more cards, it was just addicting. So it actually turned into a neat little hobby for me. We all used to, get on our bikes, ride over to White Hen, open pantries, buy packs, and try to pull cards. But yeah, I mean, I stopped maybe, after the Synchro saga started. But yeah,
cool. All right, very cool. All right, so moving on to sauce number 2, we got the Jade Jaguar. It's got a very jalapeno taste to it. Go ahead and try it out.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah.
Definitely tastes the jalapeno in it.
Yeah, it's like a classic green sauce with a little bit of,
yeah,
a little baggy.
Definitely. So I also know you played baseball, and it's one of your favorite sports. So how did you get into that, and why baseball?
Yeah, so I mean, my parents coming from Mexico, I mean, the main sport over there is definitely soccer, or football, But for whatever reason, my dad defied that, and he just has no passion for football, and decided to pick up baseball. So my dad's been playing baseball probably since he came out the womb, and I wanted to be like my dad. So once I was old enough to actually join the team that he's been on forever, I did it. I took that opportunity, and I actually used it as a motivation to help me lose weight at the time. Now I actually put it all back on. But when we won the championship in 2013, I got so emotional because that was my first championship, my dad's first championship, and I got to do it with him.
Oh, cool. So who's your favorite baseball team if you had to pick?
Oh man, Chicago White Sox, hands down.
Got it!
Hands down. We're looking really good, hoping to win it all next year.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if they can top the Cubs. All right, let's move on to the third sauce. So our third sauce, we got Keith's hot sauce. Go ahead and try it out.
Keith?
Yeah.
My guy Keith Woods?
I feel like this one has like a little sweet.
A little bourbony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the pregame wing right here. Ooh.
So, I know you go to California often, and you've had ideas of moving there and starting a life there. So why California? What draws you there? What do you plan to do there?
Okay. It's funny. I was actually gonna be there this week. So my best friend Chris, when we started making videos, he was the reason how I got on a plane in the first place. So we went to Florida, and then once our gaming thing started picking up, we got to go to E3. So when I went to E3 in Los Angeles, it just felt like home. It felt like a place where I can go and do what I wanted to do. So always that's been my dream. But like as time has gone on, I kind of have seen that I can make my home anywhere. Just like this stream room in here, wherever you can get internet and get access to it, you can make your home. So is it still a place I want to go? I don't know. I'd like to go there for an extended amount of time. So maybe actually next year, once it goes away, I might just go for a few months, and if I like it, I'll stay. If not, come back home.
Very cool. Moving on to sauce number 4, we got Los Calientes. Definitely starting to get a little bit hotter now. Let's go ahead and try it out. Definitely got a little bit of Chipotle, yeah, cumin. Yeah.
I promise I'm okay. These are tears of happiness.
We're almost there. We're almost halfway there. So, speaking of California, your favorite basketball team is the Los Angeles Lakers, and I understand that you liked Kobe Bryant. May God rest his soul. So, why the Lakers? What drew you to that team? Why were you such a big fan?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever really asked me that, right? They kind of just accepted that I'm a Lakers fan. Well, like I said, I grew up playing baseball. I grew up playing, tackle football, kickball outside. And basketball was introduced to me by one of my cousins. His name's Adrian. So shout out to Adrian if you're watching this. So yeah, my cousin Adrian, he's actually the one that introduced me to basketball. And he always had Lakers jerseys. Like he had all of Kobe's jerseys, Bulls jerseys, but for whatever reason, the yellow just popped. Yellow is my favorite color on a car, and apparently on a basketball jersey as well. So, once I try to imitate him, he was really good, and I wanted to be like my cousin. I always wanted to beat my cousin, and then the Lakers jersey just clicked. So whenever the finals came on that year, we watched them, and they went ahead and won a three-peat. So ever since then, I've just been a Lakers fan.
Cool. And how come Kobe Bryant? Were you ever like a Michael Jordan fan, being from the Chicagoland area, or why do you like Kobe Bryant the best, and do you consider him the greatest of all time?
So I remember the only Michael Jordan game I ever watched was when he was on the Wizards. Like I said, growing up, I didn't have basketball in my household. I didn't know what it was, and just by watching my cousin play and him wearing Kobe Bryant jerseys, I just fell in love with Kobe Bryant's style of game, and his drive, his Mamba mentality, which wasn't coined back then, but he still had it, and just someone that I wanted to imitate, and it just kind of blossomed ever since.
All right, cool. So do you think he's the greatest of all time?
Yes. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, to me, everyone's gonna argue, but to me, Kobe Bryant is the greatest shooting guard of all time.
Fair enough. All right, so moving on to sauce number 5, we got Hotter Than L. Go ahead and try it out.
Hotter than hell, eh? You put a bunch on here, bro.
So you're a big content creator. What's your favorite platform? YouTube, Twitch, Facebook? What's your favorite platform and why?
I think it has to be YouTube. YouTube is like a second home to me. You know, whenever I'm feeling down or I want to get away, it's a place for me to escape. Whether it's rewatching old content that I've been a part of or finding new content out on the internet, and the reason being is that it's the first platform that I ever really uploaded video on. I mean, I remember filming videos with Cooch and Jose, and we'd film stupid things and upload them on YouTube. Like before that was the thing. So I've been on YouTube damn near since its creation. And because of that, it's always the place I gravitate towards too. And from a content creation standpoint, if you're able to grow your YouTube account, the other ones will just expand with it. So, that's the goal going forward. Now that I'm in the position where I'm in.
All right, pro tip: start off on YouTube and expand from there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember your first serious YouTube video that you ever posted?
Meaning like the one that we actually took the time to make and everything like that. I mean, I don't know, man. If Chris is watching this, he might beat me over the head, but I don't remember if it was the first video, but a video that comes to mind is a video that we filmed doing kind of like a parody of, I want to say, The Family Matters. And I dressed up in my high school uniform and went through all the different camera angles, editing, sound, and we uploaded that to YouTube. I'm not sure if it's still up. I don't think it is, but I think we even won an award in high school for that video. So that has to be at least one of the ones that I remember. I don't know if it was the first one though.
Can we still find it today?
I think so. I'd have to get the link for you guys, and if I do get the link, it'll be down in the description.
Definitely. Cool. So moving on to sauce number 6, we got a ghost pepper with some blueberry in it. Go ahead and try it. This one's definitely interesting.
I hope it's more blueberry. It picks up at the end.
That one definitely sneaks up on you. It's kind of like
they should call it the purple sniper.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. I'll see if I can answer your question.
So, since before you created your own YouTube channel, Matafied Gaming, you used to work on a different channel called Crisscross Media. Why did you leave that channel, or why did you stop working with that specific content?
So yeah, Crisscross Media, which was actually known before that as Addict Productions 08. So I stopped working on it. I want to say it was in January 2010 or 11. I can't remember. But at the time, Chris and I, we had a kind of a disagreement, an entanglement, so to speak. And ultimately, like, I wasn't to be on CCM. So after a while, I didn't know what to do. So I created my own thing, and that was Matafied Gaming. But something, man, always called me to go back. Like, I couldn't not be friends with my best friend. So, I hit him up. It was his birthday, and surprisingly, he responded. And in a way, I'm back. I'm back on the channel, and hope to one day get over 100,000 subscribers on that channel, because I'd like to get a YouTube plaque for that channel, because it's our baby.
Cool. So when you stopped working on Crisscross Media, do you think it pushed you to accelerate into where you are right now, or do you think it was more of something you kind of learned from?
It was definitely motivation, because when we started that, and Chris will tell you the same thing, like, Chris excels in what he excels in, and I excel in what I excel in. And I was just so prideful that I'm like, you know what, I can do this because I have it in me. And it was just a thing to prove to myself that I could also do it as well. I can do it by myself. And I've come to find out that that's not true. Like, to this day, it's still not true. Even some of the videos that are uploaded on my channel, I didn't make the thumbnail for. I didn't edit, you know, so I've learned. So if anything, I learned from both. I learned from Crisscross Media and from Matafied Gaming that, you know, you need to have a team in order to make things work.
Okay, cool. And do you and Chris still talk? Are you guys still friends?
Yeah, we still talk. You know, I actually called him the other night. Like I said, I'm still gonna go to California. I would have been with him already this week, but you know, with COVID and everything going on, it's not gonna happen. So he should be here in next month. So I'll try to see him as soon as I can.
Cool. So you guys got a little like long distance romance going on?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, we joke around all the time. You know, I'll be sending him like kissy pics and stuff like that. And so yeah, we definitely got a bromance for sure.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna be like the Undertaker. I'm gonna try
my lips are like fucking burning.
Like in the Undertaker, he's like, I don't want to drink the milk, and he didn't. I mean, sorry to spoil it for you, but we'll see. Gotta do another Undertaker.
All right, so moving on to sauce number 7, we got the chipotle and habanero sauce. Go ahead and try it out.
All right.
Oh, so just trying to not touch your lips with it.
Too late.
Definitely don't touch your eyes. So moving into your next chapter in life, you recently made a decision to go full-time with your YouTube and not working in a profession right now. So what is the goal? What's the next chapter in your life? What would you see yourself doing in the next, let's say, 5 years?
Yeah, so I mean, my 30th birthday coming up in March, you know, really puts everything into perspective. Like, you know, I do feel like this next decade is the next chapter in my life. You know, I really feel like I can do this. I feel like my calling is to entertain people, like to make people laugh, put people together, give people a space similar to like this, so we can, you know, create content. And I really feel like I can make it. Like, I'm confident. So, you know, I'm really gonna keep focusing my time on creating quality videos and not trying to do it for the money that can be behind it, but just because it makes me feel happy. Like, I can be having the shittiest day, but the minute I hit live stream or the minute I hit record on the camera, like, it just, you know, makes me happy. So ultimately, that's why I did it. You know, I had a good job and I thought I did really well at it, but this ultimately is what makes me happy.
Yeah, I gotta say, you got a nice setup here, and thanks for having us on the set. It's definitely very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Moving on to sauce number 8, we got the bomb. Go ahead and try it out.
I'm not gonna like this.
Definitely one of the hotter ones.
Why did I put it on my tongue?
It definitely hits you right away.
Oh yeah.
So, in the past 10 years, what's your favorite project you've ever worked on? Whether it's Matafied Gaming, Crisscross Media, anything?
Yeah, it's definitely Crisscross Media related. Oh my god. It was one of the times we went to E3. We got flown out there to be with the Game Station. They were like a sister channel of the station that was owned by Maker Studios. And we filmed a music video called Like a Boss. That is still, you can still watch it. Damn, I'm crying. But yeah, so that was like a whole day event. Got to meet a bunch of different content creators and learned about editing and how to set up shots and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite projects.
Alright, cool.
Teary, dude. Alright, Undertaker, I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink some milk.
I don't blame you. Moving on to sauce number 9, our second to last sauce, we got the last dab with a curry twist to it. It's not the actual last dab for us, but it was in the previous seasons of the show. Go ahead and try it.
I'm still drinking milk from the last one.
This one's spicy, but it tastes kind of good. So with all the ups and downs in lives, have you ever overcome all the failures you've gone through? Whether it's like content creating or things in life, how do you get through your failures?
Oh man, you're gonna have to give me like 20 minutes. Let me take one more swig. Moosh. I might need to go chug that gallon.
We could get you some more milk.
Alright, well, 15 minutes later, how do I overcome my failures? Or have I overcome my failures? I think I have. One of them was being in debt. I was in debt like over $15,000, and I know to some that might not be much, but to me it was. It felt like the whole world was just crashing down on me. And, you know, I put my foot down and budgeted something that I wish they would teach us in school. And I got out of it earlier this year, paid off my car, paid off my hospital bills, paid off my credit cards, and, you know, just did it by being disciplined. You know, it's no different than like going to the gym. So I actually went to the gym with you, you know, when I lost a lot of weight, set up my game plan and stuff like that. So my number one advice, if you are failing at something and you want to succeed, is make sure you write it down, you come up with a plan, and you try to execute it even a little bit every single day, and slowly but surely, you'll conquer what it is you set out to do.
Cool, very solid advice. Good. All right, so moving on to the last sauce, we got the last dab. So this time we're doing it with a little twist. You also are mixing it with the atomic sauce from Wingstop. People in the past have been saying that the last dab isn't really that hot. So I decided we're gonna step the game up a little bit and we'll see how it goes. So
Well, I'm already dying, so.
you're gonna go ahead and put a little dab on there.
Whew, okay.
You don't have to do a lot, but as long as you get a little dab on there, and then we should be good to go.
Alright. The whole thing's gonna come out. So, there we go. That's a little dab.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. Just do a virtual cheers.
Virtual cheers.
All right. Man, they definitely covered it in sauce.
Yup. I have to wash my hands like 20 times to make sure I don't get it in my eyes.
So Matafied Gaming is your YouTube channel where you do a lot of video games and live streams and stuff like that. What does Matafied Gaming have in the works, and what should people look forward to when going to your channel?
So right now I'm focusing on Twitch right now. So I know I said YouTube is, you know, my number one go-to, but I enjoy live streaming. So in the works right now is continue to build the studio and make sure that I have everything in place to up the quality. And then just, you know, being able to do commentary. That's my next big thing. So, you know, I love doing commentary. I actually did it for Yu-Gi-Oh! And looking to bring my personality to other things, and possibly getting a gig with another company, someone that, you know, would like to hire me or whatever. Like I'd like to do that, because at the end of the day, I think that whether it's an esports thing or, you know, just any other broadcasting, I'd be perfect for it. And ultimately, the ultimate goal for Matafied Gaming for me is that to actually have the brand be large enough to where I can have the capital to get players, or, you know, people that are professional gamers, and I can pay them. And ultimately, I want Matafied Gaming to be a professional esports team. Hopefully in the top tier of teams, but if not, you know, we can start off in the minor leagues. But that's what I want Matafied Gaming to be.
Awesome. We'll definitely link your channel below so people check it out. Go ahead and give him a like and subscribe to his videos, and definitely check out his content. Can you give us your best welcome to Matafied Gaming intro?
Well, I actually don't call it by name, but I usually just, start off with me. So this is how I usually do it, without a bunch of spice in my mouth. But hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing? My name is Christian and this is Matafied Gaming. Today we're going to be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and going into the KC Cup to make sure that we get #1 global in North America. And that's all I got, so peace out.
Cool.
That's pretty much everything.
Awesome. So you survived the gauntlet.
Barely.
What did you think about it? Which one do you think was the hottest? Would you do it again?
Oh my god. I think the first, well, you saw, like, once I got to #3, I was already kind of dying. So whatever was in that third one, I think maybe it's a little out of place. I don't know, but hottest, I'd say it was 5, 6, 7, #8. #8 got me, man. Maybe it was from the sneak attack from the one before. But definitely putting those back to back is like an ultimate 1-2 combo. Would I do it again? Yeah. I mean, I would. I mean, it's like self-inflicting pain that feels good, But yeah, thank you for doing this.
All right, so you made it through. This camera, and this camera. What do you want to tell the people? What message you want to leave them with?
I want to say first and foremost, appreciate life and live every day to your fullest. Live every day like it's your last, and write down goals for sure, and make them. This is where I can plug it a little bit. So yeah, I mean, if you're into gaming and you like having fun, you like laughing, definitely check me out on Twitch if you're into the live streaming, or on YouTube if you want to see highlights or original content. So it's twitch.tv/matafiedgaming or youtube.com/matafiedgaming. And while you're at it, go follow me on all the other social medias as well.
Cool. We'll definitely put it in the video.
All right, thank you.